And welcome back to yet another episode of Water Park Rangers. Let's play Thousand Year Door. We're going to keep talking about the Paper Mario series in this one. We were last talking about Chapter 3, and I don't think we're quite finished with it yet.
Yeah, I think we're almost done.
I think we're basically
there was some stuff that I just have to note about the first one. Like, there was Tubbo Bubba's Castle. What I liked about it, and this is going to sound kind of shallow. Oh, no, it wasn't a stealth as a matter of fact. Yeah, I know, big surprise there. Okay, you've seen the game. Like,
yeah.
So, okay, you know what I mean when it looks just like Ghost Castle from Chameleon Twist.
Oh my god.
It looks exactly the same.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's your big argument. It reminds you of Chameleon Twist.
It reminds me of Chameleon Twist, and that's not why I'm giving it number
a ringing endorsement.
Okay, I like Chameleon Twist because nostalgia, and I never played Paper Mario as a kid. Admittedly, I thought it looked like a fun game, but I just never got around to playing it.
And after his first great experience with Thousand
Year Door.
Well, I kind of didn't want to play the series ever.
Ever.
But then I played Thousand Year Door again and was like, wow, suddenly I love this game.
Yeah. You learned the error of your ways.
I did.
I'm going to go into a deep explanation about why this happened. It's very simple. Basically, Water Park Rangers' first RPG was an ill-fated experience with a game called Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
Which I have a really weird relationship with.
Yeah.
Now, this may not seem bad to some of you people, except it literally almost killed him.
He didn't play RPGs for years after that.
Legitimately,
years.
Mother 3 was the closest thing I ever got him to actually give an RPG a shot to. And then from there, he got to Chrono.
And then it all went downhill from there.
And then he's finally starting to play a little bit more of the Pokemon series, so he's coming around slowly.
I did finish both White, like all of it, and Yellow all of it. I mean, not getting all the Pokemon, but like all the big battles and what have you. But I tried to play both White 2 and Emerald recently, and I don't know, maybe it's just not the series for me. I'm really weird when it comes to that series.
It's not for everyone, I can say that.
It's obviously completely quality, it's just, is it what I'm looking for? I'm not sure.
Either way,
it's started to tell. Anyway, Chapter 4.
Right, Chapter 4!
I mean, I'm thinking about it, if there's... I know, probably the 6th chapter is probably the biggest landslide, but Chapter 4 is like... I mean, the first one blows it away. Blows Paper Mario Thousand Year Door.
For me, if you could really believe it, I genuinely enjoyed Chapter 4.
I loved it the first time.
Alright, but think of it this way. You might like Twilight Trail and that BS.
Yeah.
Over Shy Guy's Toy Box, though.
I know.
Shy Guy's Toy Box.
Shy Guy's Toy Box is probably one of my favorite levels in any game ever made. Shy Guy's Toy Box means a hell of a lot to me.
It was really fun. I love the mushroom train.
It's just so fun.
Legitimately, the minute I had to throw the toy train into the toy box, I was like, this is just awesome.
No, you know what I loved about Chapter 4 specifically was the enemy variety.
Yeah,
like there was some
the Fire Bros
the
and
guy,
so many kinds.
The cake guy was hilarious as well.
The Lantern Ghost and
right, and Watt.
There were so many different kinds of.
Watt puts that one over the top for me.
There's
although
so many
Vivian's
kinds
great.
Of Shy Guys.
Vivian's probably the only reason I actually like Chapter 4.
Oh no, I love Dupless. Like,
well, Dupless is great, yes. That's the one disappointing thing about Chapter 4. General Guise just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, look at me, I'm the big bad boss.
I like him, but yeah,
I like him too, but he comes out of nowhere.
Dupless beats him for sure.
Yeah. Although they both have great themes.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's hard to say whether I like one more than the other. I'll say this, I'd probably rather replay Shy Guy's Toy Box.
Yeah.
But
fight Dupless.
The first time I went through both chapters, I liked Twilight Town and all that stuff more.
Alright, so now we're on to Chapter 5.
More or less a tie.
Yeah, well, it's probably the most similar stylistically. They both take place on islands.
Very similar stylistically.
Yeah, the dungeons are very similar.
You're kind of cavernous and...
Yeah. And once again, I give the slight edge to the first Paper Mario because the island just is more of a developed place.
The music's better too.
The music's better too. There's more places to explore.
And the boss
and the
is
dungeon's
way better. I really like the boss so much better in the first.
For me, in those, it's very simple why I give the edge to the first one. It's basically just... Let's think about it this way. I think the island in that one's more developed being the Yoshi Island versus just being
deserted
island of random people that Mario got on a boat with.
It's
pretty
true.
Much.
It's like, oh, yeah, I don't care about Flavio or any of these people, but there are Yoshis there. What are we gonna do if the Yoshis die?
But I mean, I really...
Who will save Baby Mario?
I really wanted to like Chapter 5 and Thousand Year Door because pirates. I mean, pirates are supposed to be awesome, but they just weren't. awesome, nearly enough. Like, if you play the first Super Mario RPG, actually has a way better pirate
Yeah,
chapter.
the pirate ship in that one is awesome.
It was really fun finding out that password. And I mean, a little disappointing because I didn't want it to be spoiler
ask something
pearls.
that's going on
Sure.
the screen. Does Miss Mouse give her own tutorial?
I think
Yes.
she does.
She talks in the first person.
Yeah.
Yeah, she might be
She
the
does.
only one who does that, as a matter of fact.
She is.
Yeah, she does.
Good
yeah.
little
Good
thing
eye.
you noted there. Never found that.
So yeah, Miss Mouse.
Miss
Not
Mouse.
a good party member. She has her uses.
She does have her uses.
But
she's not.
But
a good
I was about to
party
say, if
member.
you're going into regular battle,
No.
not
No.
the first one I
And
choose.
this is where I think I make my incredible mistake of upgrading Miss Mouse twice.
Not Bobbery.
And not Bobbery.
You just didn't.
Duh.
It was either that or I gave it to someone else. Like, maybe I wanted to give it to Coops. Whoever it was, I know she didn't deserve to. That's for damn sure.
Oh well, it happened.
That's why we visited Chet Rippo.
Yeah,
That's why he's
okay.
there.
That's why he's there.
He really is. I mean, I'd never visited him before until this game.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There's an equivalent of Chet Rippo in the first game.
there's Chet Rippo is in the first.
But there's
game.
also, like, this
But there's
bootleg-
also Rip
Like,
Cheeto.
Rip Cheeto.
Like,
Yeah.
he looks like a raven.
Yeah.
For some
I
strange
don't even know. I don't even know.
Rip Cheeto looked weird as hell in the first game. Like,
did.
he looked suspicious. I did not want to go talk to him.
Yeah. Well, one's like a charlatan outside of outside in Rogueport that sells the items.
Yeah, oh, he's
You
sort of like that.
have to buy his items in order to get all the star pieces.
Charlie Tun.
Although
Yeah.
Rolf's Bat Shop was my favorite part of Toad Town because whenever I ran into him, I immediately thought of Rolf from Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
made my day every
Yeah.
time.
Oh, man, there's something in editing. I don't even think I should mention it. Should I?
I don't know.
That'll work, don't.
Okay, go ahead and just mention it, because fuck everything. Alright, you know how there's a lot of weird shit randomly hidden in cartoons that they never expect you to find?
Yes.
People have been taking screen caps of weird shit hidden in Ed, Ed, and Eddie, and I think it's... I forget which Ed's bathroom. There's, like, a bunch of signs that his parents apparently posted to, like, the bathroom door, and one of them is, stop touching yourself.
Damn them.
Yeah, actually, in Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
I'm not terribly surprised though.
My favorite one though is whenever there's this internet person named Hal Thompson who found the goat's milk in an
I
episode
love
of
Hal.
Chad
E-Hal. Check out E-Hal.
Vader, who found a goat's milk in an episode of Chad Vader, and whenever I see Rolf now, he always talks about goats. He talks about goats with an insane frequency. So whenever I go into the bad shop, I'm expecting to buy goat's milk. Either way, back on topic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Chapter 5, so basically, I'm going to go ahead and say... Also, because Colorado.
Oh, Colorado.
It's
That's fun.
Colorado versus Flavio.
Yeah, Colorado.
I wonder who we're going to go with.
I was also using a ton of editing magic here because, you know, as cute as this cutscene is, yeah, didn't need to see it a million times.
Well, you
But
did.
Shazubi Shazibi.
I don't think you upgraded Miss Mouse twice. You only upgraded her once.
Oh, maybe then it's someone else. I know
Maybe
I'm
it's
going
on
to
a
make
different
a
day.
mistake.
It's probably Koopa.
I promise you I made a mistake at
It's
some
Koopa.
point.
But upgrading him twice is useful for post game.
Yo, very
Yeah.
useful.
Fair
And
enough.
actually very useful for the final boss of the game, as a matter of fact. But we shall not speak of it.
Yes.
Let's go on to Chapter 6.
Well, because
Chapter
obviously we can't
6
go
is
too
a
ahead.
landslide.
But let's put it this way.
Mm.
The 1,000-Year Door, regardless how good it is, it didn't need to do much to beat Chapter 6 from the original Paper Mario.
Yeah, I mean, because we're going to come into Chapter 6 pretty soon, and it's really unique. That's what's great about it.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, it was
You gave it to
Trogdor.
Miss Mouse, and you needed to give it to the Yoshi.
See, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I see. Boogity boogity bee.
Booga babu. Okay, his chant is just stupid.
It's bootlegged shit.
Yeah, okay, Chet
Yeah.
Rippo. This is why nobody goes to Chet Rippo. He's just
It
weird.
just makes people miserable.
He does. Look at that, like, horrible gray monochrome night sky. He crushed my dreams.
Shocking
What's
stuff.
with that, like, force gem in the middle of the table?
Shocking, isn't it?
Remember okay, this is what was shitty about Spirit Tracks.
The train.
The thankfulness gems, or like the
Oh,
force
right,
gems
yeah.
that you get from helping people.
Yeah.
Thankfulness gems were in Skyward Sword.
No, that's the
okay.
gratitude crystals.
Okay, gratitude crystals were stupid.
Yeah.
But they were not as bad as the force gems or whatever the fuck.
Right.
or something
Whatever
like
they're
that.
called, yeah.
I mean, the extra areas you open in Spirit Tracks were well worth it.
Right.
The train was not.
Yeah, oh well.
Speaking of trains, we're, yeah, you shall see.
Yeah.
Chapter 6 is probably the best chapter in the entire game.
There's no comparison.
second game, yeah.
Because in the first game, I can tell you,
It's just so bad.
it is literally
It's actually
the
bad.
Worst. It's the worst chapter, and it's simply bad. It's not even good. It's just bad. It's not even mediocre.
Yeah,
Bogley Woods is better. Easily.
I'd agree. I agree. It's the worst chapter in any Paper Mario. Period.
I'd hate to play Boggly Woods again.
Yeah, but
I would
you rather play Boggly Woods or Flower Field?
I'd
I'd
take my chances on Flower Field.
Would you now? Okay, maybe your love for the original game will pull you through, and apparently for the fact that you don't hate Lackluster as much as I do.
Well, I don't.
Well,
hate
it's not the matter of
Lackluster,
Lackluster. It's just a boring fetch quest from one side to the other.
And to be honest, there's just one thing that always pulls me out of it. It's just the hilarity of the sun going. It's just the sun itself.
The sun is funny.
It's absolutely hysterical. Like, what is that? I don't even.
The thing is, so much about Flower Fields just communicates this one idea to me: limp dicked. Like, that's how I see that chapter. Like, the music is just kind of.
It's totally true.
And all the characters you meet, they're like Pikmin rejects that weren't good enough to make it. It was just really bad.
Yes, Flower Field
totally
is secretly the development field for Pikmin.
Oh, what's worse is that the enemy encounters are so annoying, and they give you no star points. You get the shitty, amazing days, the crazy days.
Actually, I think the real reason
the bees.
I think the real reason I like the Flower Fields is because the 2 times I've played it, I've actually managed to run into and beat an amazing.
I got pissed off. I found one like 5 times and I could never kill it.
Yeah.
Just didn't have a way.
Oh well.
There wasn't a whip, so there wasn't a way.
Yeah.
There's a whip. There's a word.
I mean, you'll see the further we get into Chapter 6, there's stuff. Actually, the more that I've played Chapter 6, and without giving it like any spoilers away, the very like last maybe 10% of the chapter is definitely far away my most favorite. Looking back on it all, strangely, I really loved the end of Chapter 6.
It's pretty good.
The end of it, like now that I'm looking at it, the rest of it, I really loved the first time. But just like Chapter 4, I'm kind of,
right.
That's great.
There's a part that's just weird in Chapter 6, and
you'll
see when you get there.
We'll go over it.
We'll get there when we get there.
So that takes care of Chapter 6, but we don't...
I don't want to start Chapter 7 and 8.
7 and 8 are like a sort of big breakdown.
Right, so, I mean...
we could just talk about the Chapter 7 and 8 in the original.
I mean...
If that would be fair, I mean...
Well, we could say... Well, that's what I've kind of been doing with 6. I mean, we can just say which one we like better without giving anything away from the second one.
I will say this much. Actually, we're probably going to have to cut it short soon enough.
I'll leave it with this. At least... Flower Fields is in deep jungle.
Amen to that.
Amen.
There are no pedophiles having imaginary tea parties in the corner.
There's really no level quite like Deep Jungle.
Oh.
But I might sooner play it because I actually know how to do Deep
there's
Jungle better than Flower Fields.
There's one that is underwater that I have to do later.